We're back. This is Chuck Bronson. He was currently in Fort Myers, Florida, and came across these two individuals stopped by police. The police officer stopped unlawfully in the middle of the road with no lights or no hazards on. Chuck Bronson pulls over into a legal spot, into the right-of-way, not obstructing the sidewalk or the roadway, and begins filming from his car, watching these two individuals being stopped by the police. And note, where he parks is over 25 feet from a stop sign.
I literally just stabbed me, so why are you recording me?
I'm recording the cops to make sure they treat people right and do their job.
Why would you follow a cop?
Cool, that's awesome.
If an incident took place, Fort Myers would lock that body camera up in an active criminal investigation. You'd never see what happened. And in fact, I've put in a request for this body camera. I guarantee you, they're gonna cite active criminal investigation.
I think it's another cop coming down the street down there. This dude's dirty as shit. He's a sergeant, he's a daytime sergeant.
And then, I come back, then when he pulled the knife at me, he stabbed me. But I don't want to put charges or nothing. I stopped him. I stopped him, so I'm not going to record him.
You're going to have to go because you're interfering with my investigation. They don't want you here. You understand?
How's it interfering?
I'm not here to do anything.
You're asking me to what?
As a former police officer, I've had several people record me, and as well, the people that I'm with did not want to be recorded. I just plainly tell him, let's just figure this out and we'll move on. He can legally and lawfully do that.
Where do you want me then?
Chuck asks the magic question, where do you want me then? He moves further away from the scene than where he was previously. Dumb cops cannot just blanketly violate your First Amendment rights and tell you can't be here to record their activities. This officer would have been justified if he would have said, move back 20 feet or move back 10 feet. But by telling him he has to leave, and because this individual doesn't want him filming in public, makes it an unlawful order.
This is the second time I asked you to leave.
Where do you want me to go?
Home.
Huh?
You gotta go because you're getting in the way of my investigation.
How am I getting away? Interfering is physical. I'm not between you and them. Tell me where to go.
Anywhere where you're not interfering with my investigation.
By sitting here quietly recording. That's interfering? Jesus.
This sergeant's response is just fueling these two men to become more aggressive and agitated about the filming. Chuck remains quiet, silently observing the actions of the police officers on scene. Once again, there's no lights on. He's illegally parked, so an ordinary citizen would find that this officer's actions are suspicious, violating policy, violating state law.
All right, come on over here, boss. Don't worry about him. Just come on over here.
I know, but
I know. We'll take care of that. Yeah, no.
Talking about privacy now.
I don't even like the police, but shit, somebody stabbed me and I can't do nothing. I can't go back and shoot him.
Special note, when an officer retrieves a business card, hands it to a subject, that generally indicates that the stop is over. They're handing him a card, getting him that information so that they can further contact law enforcement if there's any further need to. And that's what this officer did.
I'm very known in these streets, bro. And we talk to the police about my problem.
No.
He recording me, bro. He ain't stopping me from recording me, bro. He ain't stopping me from recording me, bro. He ain't stopping me from recording me. I'm trying to cooperate with you, but
Where do you want me to go?
You're interrupting.
You want me to go get my
Stop.
I don't get my
Where do you want me to go?
You know what? You're gonna.
I'm just asking, man.
No.
Where do you want me to go?
Turn around.
Tell me where to go and I'll go.
Other hand. No. Stay over there, please.
Downtown, go to channel 4 for me, please.
Over here. Any weapons on you? Spread your legs. Spread your legs.
Just quietly recording on the sidewalk. You didn't say nothing, man.
I asked you to leave multiple times.
I said, where do you want me to go? And you wouldn't tell me. I was like, how far do you want me to go? I got out and I moved back. When
Do
he
you have
said
any
move.
ID on you? Any ID?
Nothing else.
What's in 4 in the morning? 4 in the morning.
Turn around, please.
Yeah.
Can y'all get that off his phone? He recording me.
I got stuff. Is this you?
No, I'm not driving there.
I got stuff in the back seat. I'll put me up.
That recording off his phone, dog. That's real.
Chuck does a perfect job remaining silent, not uttering anything to these officers. In fact, the only crime that was committed here was those two guys, or one of them, committing those law violations towards Chuck on video and in front of the officer.
I already got 30 rats on my head. It's already trying to kill me, so like, let's keep that shit. I'm not scared no fool. No, I stopped him. Dude, I stopped him. I recently got stabbed. I don't know what it is, just like it is around the cat. I just let him go. He's going to pull up, just get the door in. Me, I got a high reputation. Look me up, my name's Jockey Pist. I got a high reputation in these streets. I flat down that officer right here in this car, whoever owned this car. And I told him that he got people out here stabbing people. Look, there's just all these people out here for no reason, bro. Put the light on.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
You told me I
Might have a better chance showing him than the woman, right?
I don't want to see you either. I'll take your word for it.
And I'm telling him, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who to do this, he got twists or whatever. I don't want to write no statement. I don't want to let y'all know, man. It's crazy that people out here stabbing people for no damn reason. And then he would come up and start reporting me. First off, I'm gonna keep it real. I know all y'all cameras on. Somebody trying to kill me for 30 grand. Somebody trying to kill me for $30,000. And I got this man up
I
here
know that was
recording me.
really a thing. Like, maybe in like, someone.
I got his car. I just had video off his phone, bro. I would have video off his phone. And if anything, I'll put charge for that right there. I want to go to court for that right there. I don't even admit my lady is a nurse. She live right down the street, dog.
Yes.
Lady, just a simple fact. Why was she recording me? So me and him were just finna close our investigation, and gave his car and whipped him up home. He had started recording me.
Like I said, they were ending the investigation. It was over. This cop screwed up.
You know how to shut this off?
I've put a few links in the description. Fort Myers Police Department is listed here. If you have any questions for them, give them a call. I've asked for the body camera. If you can think of anything to ask for, do that by using the link below or contacting them at this number. Related to the bond, Chuck has a $1,500 bond, which generally, resisting an officer without violence is only a $500 bond. But I guess due to inflation and the current climate, they had to raise their prices.